Good evening and welcome to twitch.tv. I am WriterGreg and I'm glad that everyone can join me tonight for Evening Edits, the writing sprint show where we focus on editing our work that we had written previously, or at least that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. And Dazzlecat, welcome. Glad to have you here. There will be structured writing sprints that are going to be starting at the 15, 30, 45 and the top of the hour for the next 2 hours, so we can focus on getting some work done. So thanks everyone for making it tonight, and let's talk about what we're going to be working on tonight. So this is my writing project board that I have, and I am focusing on The Runaway's Return, which is an original sequel to a story that I have available on my website and associated social media accounts. And I am working on tightening the POV and also doing tip top, which is making sure that my paragraphs are correctly formatted and broken apart. And I was working on that this morning and gonna continue working on that because I'm on a self-imposed deadline and I need to get this stuff done. So hopefully everyone else is going to have good work to do tonight. I usually have a writing thought at the beginning of my morning marches. Maybe I need to have one at the beginning of my evening edits. Let's see if I can find one. It's not like I don't have 1.5 million memes sitting around my desk. Because I'm all sorts of prepared. I was thinking of doing this one this morning. We'll do this one. And let that refresh. Of course. There we go. All right. Every single story needs to have conflict. And without conflict, you really can't, you don't have a story, because no one really wants to read about the lack of conflict. It's the engine that keeps things going. And traditionally, there are many different types of conflict, and usually it's described as the protagonist against something else, or in this case, man versus fill in the blank. And I really do like the cartoon The Road to El Dorado. Uh-oh. There are problems? My microphone's going. So what we have here are 9 different types of conflict that you could introduce into your stories to make them more effective and, you know, just more fun. So we have the man versus nature, man versus man, and man versus God. Those are technically in your more classical stories. The man versus society, man versus self, man versus no God. And modern and postmodern, man versus technology, man versus reality, and man versus author. So if you're wondering on what kind of a story or what kind of conflict that you want to have in your short stories, novellas, or novels, you can think about this and what is the struggle or what is the antagonist that your main character is facing. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. You got me worried, Dazzlecat. What's uh-oh? Oh well. Let's check. One thing we can check is the 1 million lemon challenge that we have going on, where if we collect 1 million lemon channel points before November 25th of this year, oh, the conflict is the on part of a story. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. So let's check. We are at 17.2% of our way there to the 1 million lemons that we need to have a 24-hour stream to celebrate the end of NaNoWriMo on November 30th. So you can donate up to 2,000 lemons per stream, and you can collect all those lemons every time you visit and watch the stuff that I do here on Twitch. So there we go. I've really enjoyed seeing the stuff we've had so far. So with that, we have about 10 more minutes, or 9 more minutes before we start our first edits. And yeah, there we go. This is the part where I stall and wish that I didn't have to wait 15 minutes before we start the first sprint of the day. Oh, that's the... Okay, I need to... Okay, here. Sure. If you got an article that you'd like to review that we could do in the next 10 minutes, I could do that. We do have that sprint takeover request. Yeah, okay. Get that link in there, and we can review it for a couple minutes before we get into our first sprint. Moonflower Rider, you made it. Thank you for making it tonight. Glad that you're here. We are just holding off on about 8 minutes to the first sprint. Daz the Cat is going to be sharing an article with us. And thank you for contributing the lemons towards the challenge. I just finished explaining what that is. Yeah. I'm just looking through my notes that I have here, and I need to add some notes on the tip top, because that's something I just recently added to my progress. But Daz the Cat is here with the article. All right, let us read this. Let's turn off the music. All right. Crag Jumper's Ale House sits in the citizens' part of the town of Blackstone, serving as the community gathering since before Blackstone became a town, with the Blackstone Inn in the build-up fancy part of town, made for all the wealthy noble folks who came for the gems trade and other trades best kept under the table. It would probably be a shock to those finery folk to know that the inn's special brew was made in Crag Jumpers. Calling their brew Peak Ale was a clever ploy by the family to expand their patronage without giving up their place in the hearts of the community it stands in. It's a non-summer camp article, okay? Crag Jumper's Ale House began as a simple tavern where the Mud Runner clans served up the ales, wines, and spirits it had won in its raiding days in the days and spirits it had won in its raiding back in the days when Blackstone was simply their permanent camp. Back then it had no name, as it was just a pole building. As the permanent camp turned into a town, there came a need for the Mud Runners to start making their own brew. Several folks had their own recipes, and the elders decided to hold a competition. The best brew would get the tavern. The competition quickly became a festival where the Mud Runners sampled brew after brew. Finally, it came down to two brewers, one with a wonderful honey mead and the other with a mighty fine dark ale. It was so close, the town was split evenly on whose was best. The elders then declared a brew-off. Since it was still spring, there was time for each brewer to make another brew for the fall harvest festival. The second brewing would prove who had the most consistent brewing style. Mirko was determined to beat his rival Oslo, and he carefully tended his hop fields, waiting for the midsummer harvest when they would be ready. Oslo, too, was determined to win, and just as Mirko's hops were ready to be harvested, he set fire to Mirko's fields. He snuck back home and into bed, pretending to have been asleep when the town scrambled from their beds to put out the fires before they could spread. Though there was no way to prove who had started the fires that ruined his fields, Mirko felt certain it was Oslo. He needed hops for his brew, and there was also no time to plan revenge, unless he wanted to just give up his dream. Tossing aside his fury, Mirko headed into the hills, looking for wild hops, which was where he had found the first plants he had started his fields with. With time against him, he roamed those hills, even taking greater risks, including jumping from one side of a steep peak to the other to save time by not going back down and around. Herders in the hills watched him in the evenings as they amused the townfolk with Mirko's escapades. They took to calling him Crag Jumper because of those shepherds. Mirko was too busy to care. Finally able to start his brew, Mirko worked hard until every drop that could be barreled was. He spent the rest of the summer guarding his barrels and good-naturedly accepting folks calling him Crag Jumper. Then it was the fall harvest, time for the festival. Oslo was certain his brew would win, and he strutted around like he had already won. As people sampled both brews, more and more choosing stones went into Mirko's basket. It was not until he sampled some of Mirko's brew that he realized why. This was the very best brewed ale he had ever tasted. When the end of the festival came and Mirko was declared the winner, Oslo slunk home in defeat. Mirko swore to his family that the hops on the slopes added their own special flavor, and from that day on, their ale would come from the slopes. He named the simple tavern Crag Jumper's Alehouse, and added a brewery to the pole building. To this day, the family name is Crag Jumper, and their hops come from the tall slopes of the hills. What a fun article. Well crafted, great story of the history there. You have, there are a couple places where, maybe a comma or a word was out of place or ending a sentence with a preposition. But really, that's just editing in style. But I really like the conflict that you have, the contest you set up, and in this short fiction, you had a complete story. This is, I think, a really good example of effective storytelling in short fiction using a cinematic, omniscient point of view. That was a whole lot of words, but yeah, I think this is well done. Maybe go through, I might, go through and run it through a grammar checker to find some things like that. But really, I think as it is right now, this is a great article. And the content, the name of it, the Crag Jumper, the contest, it's a raw draft. Yeah, and I didn't want to take the time to try to go in and do all of that like I did in summer camp, because I wanted to make sure I got through the whole thing. But yeah, okay, and just in time. But yes, okay, where's my mouse? dismiss. Okay. Yeah, that is a, there we go. That was a really good article, Dazzle Cat. Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, Moonflower has redeemed a sprint takeover. All right. What that means is I will start the sprint counter per normal. So those who are working on a sprint can go ahead and work on that. Not for the next sprint, not this one. Okay, good. Okay, we can do that. So I'll explain more what a sprint takeover is the next sprint. So let's get ready to go. I'm going to turn the music back up, turn on the sprint timer. All right, there we go. There's the sprint timer. Turn the music. Put the water bottle down. Maybe that is the music. Okay, and I'm going to turn the microphone off. I'll see you in 10 minutes after the sprint. All right, there we go. And how did everybody do on that first sprint of the evening? I thought I did pretty good. I think I got halfway through this scene on the tip tops. Reworked a couple of sentences, not too bad. Realized I had some topics, some paragraphs that were taking more than one topic, and I was able to split that one in part. But all in all, got 5 markers placed on the map and 5 stub articles created. Good job. 3/4 of a page on paper. Good job, Dazzlecat. Good job. So, Moonflower Writer has redeemed some lemons to do a sprint takeover. What a sprint takeover is that we will still start the sprint timer. We will still have a sprint for those who want to participate in that, track your words, save your words, save your words. If anyone wants to do that, but for the 10 minutes, instead of me going quiet and working on my stuff, we will work on Moonflower Writer stuff. So is there a link? Start throwing in those questions, or a link or whatever that you would like to talk about, and we will start that a little early, but then when the alarm goes off, I will... Well, I just want to make sure that you have time to put links or a topic into it. That's all I'm saying. We have about 2 minutes before the sprint starts, so it's all good. Let's see. Get this app going back. I hope this new sprint format works out well, because that way, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of doing this as a sprint takeover, so it can be consistent. We can help more people. Expectations are set to a specific amount of time so that, we can do that. With all these stub articles, it's hard to find the link. Well, that's why I wanted to give you the heads up to get it in here quick. While we're waiting the link, I'll take this opportunity to remind everyone who is here tonight to please consider following this channel here on twitch.tv so that you will receive the notifications when we go live every morning of the week except for Sunday and most evenings. Multipass? Have you made this public? It didn't publish. Okay, no worries. And also, okay, so also I do have a new goal that I would really love your help with. Refresh. I am trying to get my... Okay, we will dismiss that. I will start a new sprint, but we will not turn the music up, nor will we... Okay, there the sprint is going. Oh, maybe access denied. Maybe I need to re-click it again. There we go. That was my bad. Okay, so the sprint is going. Courier. The male couriers of Rothos. Couriers are the people who act as mail carriers in Rothos. They are tasked with carrying packages and letters. Let me turn off the music. And letters of all shapes and sizes to their intended destinations. Scribbler Society, hello. Welcome to the sprint. We're doing an article critique right now. Let's get here and zoom in a little bit. Okay. Writers are a type of courier who uses a mount, typically a horse, to deliver their assigned mail to their indicated destination. Writer couriers tend to be either angels who are unable to pass the tests of speed and strength in flight, or people of a flightless race. Requirements of work. Physical requirements. Couriers must be in excellent physical shape due to the nature of the work. They must pass a test of speed and strength once every month and are only able to work if they haven't failed the test more than twice in a row. Couriers must be able to travel at 40 kilometers per hour or more while carrying 10 kilograms of weight for those deemed flyers. For riders, the test requires them to be able to ride a horse for 3 hours straight while carrying 10 kilograms of weight. Okay, there's here in this sentence, you say for riders and then you mark the requirement. I would recommend that you say for flyers and then mark the requirement so that you can make that paragraph more parallel with both of the requirements. Although there is no regulation of wing type for angels working as couriers, an angel is far more likely to pass the test required if they have high-speed type wings. For riders, you must be able to adequately ride and control a horse or other mount. Okay, you just threw the word you in here, where this sentence is now in the second person, addressing the person who is reading, as opposed to just having it be a generic third person to whomever it would be. If you can't tell, I added in writers last minute. No worries. No worries. But I do like the fact that you have writers, because it does open the occupation more to anyone, and also it has 2 tiers of service. People will probably pay more for an angel to deliver it by flight than they would pay for a non-winged species to carry it by horse. So, I think that's cool. Other requirements. Rider-type couriers must provide their own mount or pay a fee of 1 gold piece per month to rent a mount. Interesting. Payment. Direct reimbursement. Couriers are paid each week with their allotment of gold based on the week's work. Their pay is determined by how many hours of work they completed, with the exchange rate being from 2 silver pieces per hour of work to 1 gold piece per hour of work. Got a typo there. 2 silver pieces per hour is relatively low wage, but with health insurance paid for and a reduced rent, it is plenty to live off of for a new courier. Couriers receive the same benefits as low-ranking government officials. Their health care is nearly completely paid for. They receive reduced housing rates, and they have a low-cost life insurance program. Well, it may, Dazzlecut, that is a good question about a horse being able to carry more. But even in the days of the Pony Express, which is very similar to this, I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe they also had weight limits on the type of packages that they could do. And 10 kilograms, that's 25 pounds. A horse can carry a substantial amount of weight. The problem comes that the mail isn't carried in saddlebags, but in a specialized backpack. Okay. You may want to add that information, Moonflower. I think that would be good to add that in here. So, yeah, carrying packages. Mail carriers. What is the technology level of Rothos? Because when you talk about health insurance and life insurance, health insurance wasn't a thing until within the last 80 or 90 years. So, I mean, you have to have a pretty advanced society to have the concept of health insurance or low-cost life insurance program. Really? There was life insurance in the Middle Ages? Okay. I'll take your word for it. Huh, I thought it was a more recent thing than that. Through the church. Well, you learn something new every day. Well, cool then. Never mind. Yeah, all right. I stand corrected. Coffee quills. Depends on what the definition is and how it pays out and when. Yeah, that's a fair point. Good morning, coffee quills. How is the Empire of the Rising Sun? Basically, if you died, your family gets what you would make in a year. Okay, yeah, all right. That makes sense. That is another name for Japan. The Empire of the Rising Sun. Did I remember that correctly? All right. On track for now. Okay. All right, so we have what time is it, Coffee Quills? What in where you're at? I'd be interested to know. Okay, exercise, showered, cleaned, did dishes, now on to answering messages. It's 10:37 a.m. Scribbler Society, 9:37 p.m. Okay. That is good to know. It's fun. It's the world. It's the world. So, Moonflower, I would like to know any additional sections you would see. Yes, we have 2 more minutes on your time. I'm glad that you were asking questions. Just keep those coming. You have the flyers and the writers. You have the type of couriers. You have the skill requirement. I would talk more about the packages. I would say, I would type, is it postal? Is it, are there different levels of security? What are the different costs? You talk about the benefits of being a courier, but do you have, and this is a type of couriers, but do you have an article that explains what is being carried? Is this mostly correspondence, or is this a parcel service? When you say up to 10 kilograms, that's a lot of weight. But are you focusing? What is the major focus of the couriers? USPS focuses on letters, whereas UPS and FedEx focuses on packages. And so that would be interesting to know that. Quills is talking from the future. I like what you have about physical requirements, skill. Okay, you say horses or other mounts, but what other mounts are you talking about? Letters and small packages. Packages are normally handled by a specialized group. Okay, that's good to know. I would add donkeys. Okay, I was wondering if, as it is going, we all may be using the Pony Express. I am here for the bad jokes. Oh, yeah. We'll keep the politics out of the stream. Okay, yeah, because I was wondering if you had other beasts of transport. You never know if you had a unicorn or a winged hippogriff or anything of that nature in this world. But yeah, donkeys, mules, stuff like that. Okay. Moonflower, thank you for being the first person to redeem a sprint takeover. The sprint takeover is, and I'm in the process of getting stub articles created, which there aren't many links. Okay, that's a good idea. All right, so this was good. I like this form. How did you guys like that? Having the ability to take over a sprint. We still have the sprint countdown for those people who want to work through the sprint and maybe just kind of mute the stuff. But during this time, we were able to critique an article or critique the fiction. Yeah, this was a good article. we go. All right, yeah, so good job. And I like it because we can keep the spirit of the summer camp moving forward throughout the year, and it's a known thing, and we can do it, and it's and were you writing down words? Were you able to edit anything? How's everybody doing with that? And clicking refresh on an access denied page doesn't work. You have to re-click the link that's provided to you. So that is an interesting thing that I didn't know about it. Yeah, it was a good article. So if you have extra lemons that you've earned and you would like to have 10 minutes of a critique, live critique on during the show, you can do that. We'll do that. So just letting you know, we will be starting a traditional sprint my wife got me a second webcam for my birthday so people can see my work. Excellent. Excellent. And happy birthday. Maybe belated birthday, but happy birthday, Scribblers. So we will be starting a new sprint in 3 minutes. So think about what you're going to be working on. I'm going back. Oh, end of the month. All right. Oh, the 31st is your birthday. Oh, you didn't need to give us the second number. You didn't need to do that. We're all 29 and counting here. I won't mention how many decades I can remember. Ooh. All right, Scribbler. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by and contributing to the chat and to the group. Appreciate it. All right. I just need to remember to reset the Zoom here. Welcome to the second half century club. I'm not looking forward to that club. Okay, we reset the Zoom. I'll be going back here to that. You know, can I this is a stupid question, but can I even, I don't know if only your viewers contribute. Darn, I can't contribute to the 1 million lemon challenge. Dang. I have a test account maybe, because I was thinking if I wanted to buy one of my own sprints and have you guys read the article and provide feedback, I could do that. Or talk to Coffee Quills about For the Words or something like that. Still need to have that conversation. Okay. Can you hear that? Or is it just me? Coffee Quills, I sent you a question. Yeah, you hear. Okay, I sent you a question on World and through Discord direct message. I had some questions about that, but yeah, it's better. This is just the default. Yeah, this is just the default Windows 10 alarm clocks thing. So I didn't like the other one. Okay, so got to get it going. Let us get in here and start this sprint. I'll message more when I'm awake. Oh, okay. All right, the sprint's going. Okay. All right, we have a new follower. Lord Galarakron. Awesome. I really need help pronouncing that. Lord, okay. We're about to start a sprint, so welcome. Galacrond. Galacrond? Galacrond. So welcome. Glad that you could make it. All right, so let's, we have 9 minutes left on the sprint. So count your words, save your work, and let's get to work. And we'll talk to you in 9 minutes. Microphones off. All right, pencils down, keyboards up. What direction do keyboards go when you stop typing on them? I have no idea. All right. How'd everybody do? I have to cut out 60 words. Keyboards forward? Sure, I'll take that. Direction, sadness, since they're no longer in use. All right, everyone, sadden your keyboards. Yeah. Almost done with my side job of editing. Oh, good job. Hey, yeah, if I can help you with your day job, Coffee Quills, that's awesome. Sadden your keyboards. 314 words. Good job, Galacrond. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Sorry I haven't answered your thing about Cypher yet. I'm not quite done reading all the way through the book. Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries. I actually have a role-playing game that I kind of want to host, and it's I'm editing paperwork written by non-native English readers. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I have this. There's this RPG game that it's a GM-less, meaning there's no game master. Everybody plays together, and it's every single time you play it is a one-shot. And I'm kind of thinking it would be a fun monthly stream to do, but what I want to do is figure out how to play it in World Anvil. If it doesn't make sense, the idea is still new in my head, but the idea of a dungeon masterless game, role-playing game, intrigues me, because that means nobody's on the hook to prepare everything. Microscope. Galacron. It is called Microscope. It is a collaborative world building role playing game. Yeah, it's pretty. Microscope RPG. Yeah, there it is. Let me just put that. Yeah, because I've read it, and I really like it. I like the idea of it, and I bought it so that I could use the skills that it or the things that it uses to build a world. But how fun would it be is if we had 4 or 5 Anvilites, world builders, and we just sat down for a couple hours and built a world together just for the fun of it. You know, that's what we do. That's kind of our thing. You could see if it's in the RPG systems they have. Okay, there. All right. Our 5-minute break is over. Dazzlecat, have fun walking your dog. Moonrider, that sounds cool, because I think it would be fun. But I don't know if I really want to do anything like that before NaNoWriMo or World Ember, because the year is pretty booked with Preptober, with NaNoWriMo and all that stuff. So hey, see you, Dazzlecat. If I don't see you back on stream, maybe I'll see you in the morning or tomorrow. Have a good one. Yeah, I have plans for September, October, November, December. My plans is called Surviving 2020. Let's start this sprint. All right, there we go. The sprint is on. Let's turn back the... Man, I hate it when the super quiet music. I will be burning, hopefully in a good way. I hope it's a good way too, Coffee Quills. All right, timer up, music up. Hopefully it gets louder on its own, and microphones off. See you in 10. Save your work. Good night, Moonflower. All right. That pop was my sound. That was my PC, Coffee Quills. Sorry about that. I had an email notification come in. Okay, let's turn down the... How'd everybody do? Yeah, usually I don't get emails in the evenings like this, but you never know. And yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I finished that scene. Oh, it feels good to finish that scene. So I'm gonna go over here. My scene 2. I finished the tip top. I'll do that, and now I put that at the bottom of there. And now I am back to I'll be working on scene 3. 174 more words. Good job. Dragon Lovewater did some editing on my dreadful lurkworm article. I think I have all the tooltips I need in there. A dreadful lurkworm. Just sent in my edits. That's done, and my mailbox is empty. Your Salient, Grace? I don't know what your Salient is. Is that a comment? Oh, Ursa. Oh, like Ursa Major, Ursa Minor. Ah, cool. Sentient bears? Greg just got excited. That sounds cool. Is that in an RPG? Oh, the polar bears in Golden Compass. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Oh, sorry. Sorta more setting. Okay. Yeah, in an empty inbox is a wonderful thing, Coffee Quills. It sure is. Okay. Oh, for a campaign. I think you'll find that almost everybody in this chat knows exactly the lingo for campaigns and stuff like that. At least for edits, I get them and I have 2 days to finish. Okay. Yeah, I do a bit of technical writing in my day job where I translate computer geek into business English. Oh, it's a family campaign. Oh, fun. My kids are too much into cosplay and anime. But it's all good. I don't have time to DM a game. Not when there are words to be written. Okay, so I am going back here to scene 3. That's what I'm... Okay, going back to scene 3. I think I've been cutting some words pretty well as I've been going through here. All right, there is the sprint alarm at 8:15 in the Mountain West. Sorry, it's been a long day. Well, most of you are here in the morning. Not exactly how long my day is. All right, we will turn the music up, turn the microphones off, and I will see you in 10. All right, there we go. How did everybody do? I think I made it halfway through this scene. Let's put a place marker here. Yeah, it was weird. I was going through this beginning part. One important Facebook message sent about writers' workout streaming and the upcoming games. Games? Galacron, 200 more words. Dragon Lovewater trying to track some specific information down because I'm so disorganized. This is why we have worldanvil.com to help us keep our craziness organized. Your September commitment. Oh, okay. It's just when I see writers work out and streaming and games and stuff like that, it just sounds fun. Truth. Galacron, I haven't seen your name. Obviously, I haven't seen your name around before. Are you a user from World Anvil? It's a great group of people, and I've learned a lot. Oh, okay, sounds fun. Ah, wonderful. Glad that you came over and joined us here. Trying to keep the summer camp fires glowing, or just, you know, just keeping it going, keeping it real, having fun with it. I'd like to stream them for the games, but I'd be going against the rules, so I'm trying to find a compromise. Well, what kind of games? Yep, fellow Anvilite. You don't need to tell me, Coffee Quills. I'm just insatiably curious. I'm sorry. Oh, you did summer camp. Wonderful. So it's 72 hours of get a prompt, write, edit, submit. Oh, wow. Yes, that would be 72 hours of insanity. Oh, yeah, I bet it's fun. Oh, Galacron, you got diamond. Congrats. Yeah, I hope you're not like have this. But the rules say no group brainstorming, which might happen in the chat on Twitch. Unless can you turn off your chat? You can make it a subscriber only chat. Oh, good. You have a world that you're working on. Cool. If you were able to I don't know if you can disable Twitch chat completely. Turn off Twitch chat. Chat base. Oh, is there a way to disable Twitch chat so nobody could do it? Huh. I don't know if you... Yeah. Doesn't look... So I'm asking if I could not be part of scoring, which is a chance at publication, and only enter my stories for the feedback. I don't want to either, just in case something happened, chat, that I would need to take care of. Oh, okay, yeah. Good luck. Try to figure that one out. I don't know. Okay. The clock. Time waits for no person. Okay, evening sprint number 6. Let's get to it. Okay. Yeah, definitely good luck. That sounds crazy. In worst case, you want to... Yeah. Or, okay, you could record it all, and you could then rebroadcast it after you're done, and then you could provide live commentary after the fact. You could do it like a week later. Just record it all. Anyway, sorry. I just think that would be fun to watch, though. All right. Yeah, because if you record... Okay, the sprint's going, but I'm talking to coffee. Okay, but you could record it all, keep it on your local hard drive, wait till after what... Yeah, oh, of course. Well, right, you wouldn't stream during those 72 hours, but you record as much as you can, and then you would have a ton of content that you could then give out, or you could rebroadcast later. Edith, welcome. I'm ignoring the sprint counter. Okay, 9 minutes left. Okay, I'm turning off. Edith, thank you for the contributions to the 1 Million Lemon Challenge. Thank you so much. Okay, sprint. Microphone off. All right. Pencils down and keyboards saddened. I don't know. All right, how'd everybody do? I'm so close to the end of this paragraph. One more sprint and I'll be done. Started a new timeline. Cool. Sorry about the squeaky chair. Yeah, I'm looking forward to when Project Kronos comes out to see. I really haven't added a lot of stuff in my timeline. I look forward to seeing what happens there. I stopped trying to count now. Brain is fried. Crops of Memories, welcome. I'm glad that you could make it. You fed your children. Thank you so much for coming. Coffee Quill is almost done with Nano Email. All right. I am looking forward to Nano. Well, I do have, you know, yeah, and thank you for accepting the invitation. Crop of Memories is from another writing group that I'm a part of online, and I'm just so glad that you could make it. So if your brain is fried, Galacrond, I can't type. Tracker. Okay, so Galacrond, I just put a link in there of a Google Sheet that you can use to track your words for each of the different sprints. So that each line is for a sprint, the time you started, the time you ended, your word count when you started, the word count when you end, and so that you can be able to track how many words you get written for each of the sprints. And so you can see, are your sprints faster or slower, are when you're drafting or editing, or you can just be able to track your progress. So if this works for you, it really helps me out when I'm in drafting mode as opposed to editing mode, which I'm in right now. NaNoWriMo, NaNoWriMo, sorry, National Novel Writing Month. It's where you try to write a new novel from scratch of 50,000 words in 30 days. And it comes out to be 1,667 words a day for 30 days. And at the end, you have a novel. Oh, you'll be the ML for Tokyo again. Good job, Coffee Quills. Yeah, a chapter leader that I know is there's like 2 MLs for Salt Lake. Nope, not for me yet. It's an experience. It is an experience. Yes, Coffee Quills, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to be doing Preptober, and I will be getting rid of all of my streams and only doing nano streaming all of November. So it'll be like tonight. It'll be like tonight, except it's just going to be sprint after sprint after sprint of writing instead of editing. But even, and one last thought before we begin the final sprint of the night. Even in failure, Dragon Lover, you learn a lot and you get a lot of experience. What was the reference? Thanks, we'll certainly try to use. I guess. Oh, was that a World of Warcraft reference? Okay. Yeah, you still have the words. You still have the words. Okay, keep talking in Nano, hyping up Nano if you want in the chat, or you join me for the last editing sprint of the night. You would be surprised, Dragon Love Water. You would be surprised that you could get those words. Okay, stop talking. Start editing. Microphone off. See you in 10. All right. The sprint is over. And that is the last sprint of the stream. Thank you so much to everyone who joined tonight. How did you do? Is Galakrond the name of the big dragon ancestor from World of Warcraft? At 9 o'clock, I have a thing with my family at 9 o'clock. We do evening devotionals. But if you can ask a really quick question, Coffee Quills, yes. An honest question, sure. That's one reason why I have the timer and stuff like that, is to try to push the stream along. But if you have... Oh, Galakrond says yes. Cool. I know nothing about World of Warcraft. From me, it was a question. No worries. But, okay, Dinosaur Bob. 20,250 lemons total to the 1 million lemon challenge. Thank you so much. But if you have a question, Coffee Quills, throw it in the chat. Really, we might be able to get something. Let's take a look. Can I ask? Yes, you can ask. Or, oh, okay, sure. We are at 17.5%. 175,000 lemons have been collected. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of the oh, Coffee Quills has just contributed as well. Thank you so much. And all to help. Oh, Lord Galakrond has donated 640 lemons. Awesome. Yes, 1 million lemons, and you will watch me be a sleep-deprived zombie trying to write out hours and hours of stories and of sprints and all that fun stuff. No, I think I have some fun plans for that 24-hour stream. So, thank you, everybody, for coming here tonight. I'll be with you for 2 days in November. Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. I'm so looking forward to NaNoWriMo this year. Okay, so thank you so much for coming and participating in the evening edit sprints. I will be back. Oh, you're doing a welcome to Nano and a farewell to Nano for all time zones. I will be, my 24 hours is the last 24 hours in the time zone, the Mountain West UTC -6 or -7, depending on there. That's the 24 hours I'm going to be doing. But welcome and fair. Yeah, in Japan you can do that. So I will be back tomorrow morning for morning marches at 4:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. If you have questions, just check down in the links below, where there is a Google Calendar where you can subscribe and have that added. Also, please, I hope that I've earned a follow from you if you have enjoyed tonight's sprints. Click the heart icon and you can receive notifications on your Twitch app or via email of when I go live. Monday through Saturday, all of morning is the sprints, and evening edits Tuesday, Thursday, media mapping Monday on Monday, and tomorrow night in the evening I return to the wonderful world of map making, where I will be taking the map that I started last week and I will continue and try to make a global world for Saga Dorm, my world that I'm building. And I actually did set a timer to tell me to stop streaming. Okay, let us check to see if anybody is streaming. Yeah, I just gotta do that. Someday I think I'm gonna. Do I need to start wearing a hat, or I just need to adjust my lights? Something like that. Oh, SLM is Yeah. Let's see. I'm opening up. Oh, Dragon Love Water. Good night, everybody. I'm opening up. Okay, let's see. Who is... Okay, he... Yep, oh, come on. Don't... I don't need a Post Limon commercial.
Boost Mobile's new upgraded network
And I don't need that kind of a commercial. Yeah, WD Michael is up, but it looks like he's playing. Good night, Crop of Memories. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I hope that you'll come again. It looks like WD Michael is playing a computer game while SLM is working on World Anvil. Since SLM is more in the line of what I'm doing tonight, I'm going to raid him. But, of course, you can, if you stick with the raid and go over to the SLM, you will be able to receive 250 extra lemons. Or you can just go wherever you'd like to go, because it's a free country. Well, it's a free internet. Anyway, again, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing or chatting with you tomorrow morning or tomorrow night, whatever the case may be. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope that you all have a great night and keep on writing. Night, everyone.
They make up words too, so I make up words, they make up words. I like this track. This is a nice track. All right. Look at all of them errors. Look at all them problems. Oh, are we cleaning? We cleaning? Oh. WriterGreg just raided the channel with 6 viewers. Hello, everyone. We got a raid. We got a lemon raid. How sour are the lemons today? How sour are the lemons today? That's how are we doing? Hello. Wow, coffee. So many hydrates. It's funny. The coffee is telling me to hydrate. Get it? Cause coffee times. The lemon tree was very pretty and the lemon blossoms were sweet. Interesting. I'm the sweetest lemon you'll ever meet. Whoa, did y'all rhyme? Did you plan that? Did you just plan that rhyme? Because that was a sweet rhyme. I like that. I like that lyric. Very good. That was wonderful. if that was planned, I appreciate that. That was real cool. Oh. Yeah, it totally went over my head though. So welcome to another stream. Yes, some call it. What we are doing today, I was working on our charity commissions, right? So last month in July while summer camp was going on, we raised a bunch of money for Know Your Rights Camp. And yeah, thank you WriterGreg for stopping by. Thanks for the raid, I appreciate it. So have a wonderful evening. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, we're just doing so the